let's start the show.
Full-on total circus.
Woo! I was flying.
Woo-hoo! I'm dancing.
Yes! Now that's what I call crack-a-lackin' to the mac-a-lackin'.
What's really fun personally and creatively about working on Madagascar movies, it is a family by now after 3 movies, and to be able to work with Ben Stiller and Chris Rock and Jada and David is fantastic.
You must all be very famous.
We're relatively well-known.
And so to get back with these people you love working with makes it kind of fun because we all love these characters, and to be able to tell more stories with the characters we love, it's, you know, a blessing.
In order to get home, we will come up with something fresh, something amazing, something brand new.
Ben does not only bring the comedy to the Madagascar movies, but he also brings a lot of the heart to it. Ben is really the central character in these movies.
Which one of you is leader?
Well, I always feel like he's sort of the guy who is sort of the de facto leader, even though he's not really necessarily a natural leader, but everybody sort of looks to him.
We can do it. We can do anything. It's us.
Yeah.
You know, Ben's like the perfect everyman. I mean, you see it in his movies. It's like, when you watch Ben Stiller, you think you're going through that thing.
The whole idea of the first movie was that, you know, these zoo animals are New Yorkers and leaving New York, getting out of their comfort zone. And I think over the course of the 3 movies, you see them sort of grow as animal people.
He's got this great sort of combination of sort of confidence and vulnerability that allows you to empathize with this guy who is trying his best to be strong and powerful, and yet these insecurities are kind of behind it. And, you know, that's the kind of character that Ben Stiller just plays beautifully.
Forget about being part of the herd. I'm gonna be part of the flock. I'm gonna fly, baby.
Chris Rock brings an incredible energy to everything he does. His voice and his ad-libs in the scenes, I mean, it bounces beautifully off of Ben.
Be cool, be cool. Hi, officer. Is there a problem?
Hi.
Marty, in some ways, has been the catalyst for all their adventures. It was him that started it by wanting to run off to the wild. So he has this kind of childlike innocence about him.
Come on, what'd you wish for?
I wished I could go to the wild.
Chris Rock as Marty is one of my favorite characters that he's ever done. You know, every time Marty's on the screen, he just lights it up.
We're just yanking your chisel.
Chris takes our lines and pluses them. He always finds ways to make them better.
That's awesome. And then one more of just like, you did it, Alex, you did it.
We came in with this idea that he would sort of hum that classic circus tune while he danced around with a big wig on his head, you know, and he came up with this song that is just amazing.
Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro polka dot, Afro.
Really? You know, that's the kind of thing you'll only get by bringing somebody like Chris Rock in.
There's no such thing as overacting in an animated movie. They just make the movie bigger for you. You're never too big for the screen. That's what I like about it.
Tell me one conceivable way that extra-large animals like us are going to be able to move through Europe without attracting unwanted attention.
Hey. You know, David Schwimmer has a great vulnerability to him that's just priceless. And you really care about it. You can sympathize and empathize with this guy. A giraffe that's afraid of heights.
Haha, check it out. Who's on a tightrope, huh? Huh? Who's on a
I'm on a tightrope!
Melman has one of the most interesting personalities of the 4 because he has this hypochondria and this innate fear of the world.
I don't know. Sounds kind of dangerous.
And now he has this kind of lust for life.
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
I'm dancing.
2 steps
I'm
forward,
dancing.
1
We're
step
dancing
back.
on a tightrope.
You're great.
Woohoo! I'm dancing. What I like about him is his growth in the 3 films, and to see him go on these adventures and be in danger and overcome his fears and fall in love and understand what friendship really is lovely to watch and to play.
I got this one. Never mind.
Jada Pinkett Smith, she's the last person you would imagine being a 1,000-pound hippo.
She is this tiny, little, skinny package who just has volumes.
Oh my God! We did it!
It works perfectly to see that coming out of Gloria. Sometimes to see it coming out of Jada, it's just, it's fun to watch.
She works with what she's got. You know, she feels beautiful even though she's big-boned lady, you know? And so I love that about her.
We can do that funkin' groove dance thing.
Dance?
This thing right here. Look.
Me and you! I just love her optimism and just how adventurous she is. Make a wish, sweetheart.
Your wish has come true.
Sacha Baron Cohen brings so much to Julian. He'll love to just like take a line of dialogue and turn it into a page of comedy.
Has anyone ever told you that you look like a supermodel?
Oh!
What a woman!
Julian has always sung, but in this movie we have more of it, and part of that was Sacha would he'd bring up his iPod and go through it and say, you know, this is a Julian song.
No, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Oh, tell me what I really, really want.
What are you doing? Come on.
He really knows that character, and he kind of makes sure that we stay true to Julian.
I'm a bit busy right now. Just pull the switch! Okay, fine.
You pillify like a bunch of little girls!
Who knew about the penguins? I mean, the penguins were just originally to turn the boat around so the crates would fall off in the first movie, and that was it, you know? But the more we played with the penguins, the more fun they were.
Cute and cuddly, boys. Cute and cuddly.
And so in Madagascar 3, it's fun to put the penguins in as pure comic relief.
You must have some money left over.
I used it to buy tea and then have them capped in gold. Now I can eat apples.
Sadly, I discovered I don't like apples.
I'm Skipper the Penguin.
Chimichanga! These pillows are filled with baby birds!
And doing this voice for 3 features, television specials, 62 episodes, Nickelodeon, it never gets old for me. It's always really fun.
Penguins have their own cartoon now. They have their own, you know, Saturday morning show.
Can you keep a secret, my monochromatic friend?
I hear they're gonna get their own movie.
Solid gold, baby.
Not me.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
The other thing that we have are 3 great circus characters that are part of this European traveling circus.
Absolute, no outsiders. So wipe that smearing off your face and pop off.
The first person we meet is Vitaly, who is the Russian tiger, and he's voiced by Bryan Cranston.
Never go back to the way it used to be. I became Italian. Yeah, it rubs off, eh?
Vitaly is full of pride and ego. He's definitely the alpha male of the whole circus.
You can bunk with Vitaly!
Whoa!
Niet. Vitaly's very intimidating, very angry, and doesn't like Alex.
Hey, Vitaly! Got your game face on. Yeah, good game face.
And so there's a lot of cat-to-cat sort of showdowns.
I don't trust lion. Hair too big and glossy.
I think that's partly why I was selected as Vitaly, because Ben Stiller and I have this natural aggression toward each other.
It's awkward. I hear everything they're saying.
They're circus. Circus stick together.
And then there's Gia, the jaguar, and she is voiced by Jessica Chastain. She has so much soul and so much kindness and heart and empathy in her voice.
We have to help them.
This has been a completely new experience for me. There's something so freeing about being in front of a microphone and thinking, I'm playing an Italian jaguar. Where in my life would I ever transform enough to play an Italian Jaguar? This could be our last chance. But we will not do this without you. I love the kind of theme of friendship and the unlikely friendships that develop.
Stefano, you're a genius.
No. I'm only average intelligence. Some say I'm even slightly below.
Stefano is kind of a cheerleader.
And the people, all the people, they loved it.
And he speaks with a passion. You know, when you're ever playing any character, let alone an animated character, with a wide range of emotions, from exhilaration to completely emotional, it is fun.
And we go all the way to US and the A. Hey.
He works so hard in the studio. He's just behind the mic, writhing and twisting, and beads of sweat are coming out as he's just getting into this character. And it's this great reference for the animators because Martin just does so much with his hands and his face, how he twists it up, and so we were able to get that into the character.
Being able to work with him, as one of my comic heroes was such a pleasure.
Prepare to be blown away. Whoa, hey!
And every time I watch him in the booth, I just find myself laughing.
Hey, Vitaly, maybe you even do 2 hoops, no?
Good, that's great. We got it.
And get me Capitaine Dubois from Animal Control.
Our villain is Capitaine Chantal Dubois, who takes her job in life so seriously. And she's voiced brilliantly by Academy Award winner Frances McDormand, of course. He does a mean French accent.
Well played, Lion. Game on.
When we first started developing and wrote the character of Dubois, she was more of a Terminator. And when Fran came in, she brought a lot of dimension to her.
Non, rien de rien.
She is one of the most creatively giving people I've ever worked with. When you give her a direction, she takes it and just makes it her own, but still stays to the core of what you need for the movie. And I really enjoyed working with her.
Ça commence avec toi.
At the heart of the Madagascar movies are the 4 characters, our 4 Zeusters, and their friendship.
Hopefully it delivers what people expect from a Madagascar movie, is a very funny movie.
Hi, here I am. Don't take...
But at its core, a lot of heart, and that you care about these characters, and that's when we're successful. And we always felt we could do better every movie, but this one we feel like we got this one, we did this right.
I just think audiences are really going to be entertained. I think it's the best Madagascar movie we've made yet.
Fantastic. That's a wrap.
Well, that was worth the price of admission.
Creating an animated film takes hundreds of artists, thousands of man-hours, and millions of decisions. On Madagascar 3, 3 of DreamWorks Animation's veteran directors teamed up to create the ultimate Madagascar film. For directors Eric Darnell, Conrad Vernon, and Tom McGrath, each day brings new challenges and a whole lot of excitement. Join us as we take a behind-the-scenes look at one day in the making of Madagascar 3.
Hi, and welcome to the northern branch of DreamWorks Animation. This is PDI DreamWorks in Northern California, up in Redwood City. And we've got the majority of the folks working on Madagascar 3 up here, although we also have guys down south and people in India, as far away as India, who are cranking away on the movie as well. So all of us have this communication ability with video conferencing and big fat pipelines to get data all around the world, and that keeps us well in touch. And once you get used to it, it's pretty seamless. Well, we've got a pretty busy day, so let's get started.
Hi, welcome to Glendale, California, where the DreamWorks campus is located, in tandem with PDI in Redwood City. It's a busy morning here. I like to sit and wave to everybody who comes through the gate, usually. You're late! Anyway, it's a very busy day. I actually have to walk and talk with my coffee, which is very difficult for me. But the first thing I do usually is wake up by having a morning swim in the fountain. Come on.
Hi, I'm Conrad Vernon. I'm one of the directors of Madagascar 3. I'm based down here at the Glendale campus primarily, along with my co-director Tom McGrath. And when we come in every day, the schedule can change back and forth. We never know really what meetings we're going to go to from day to day because they change all the time. But all three of us, Eric, Tom, and myself, know how to make one of these movies from start to finish, so it's easy to break us up and have us do different tasks along the way. You know, we'll always do at least one of the tasks on this film each, because it takes quite a long time to do this. I have a meeting right now that I have to go into, which does not allow cameras or anyone else in there. So I'm gonna come in here, and you can try to follow me, but I will slam the door on your face.
So our next meeting is a storyboard review, and we like to use these rooms. These are our video conference rooms, which enable us to get really personal with each other. And today, we're going to review Vitaly's comeback. Rob Koo is going to pitch his boards on this screen. We're a few minutes early, and when the others shuffle in, we'll get started. Normally, we'd like to be all in the same room together, but when we can't be, these rooms are vital to how we communicate. And even just to see the expressions on other people's faces actually is much better communication. And so we'll just wait for everyone to join.
I think Rob's going to pitch right now. So.
All right. Hey, everybody. So we're here with the story department. Rob Koo, our head of story, is going to pitch some storyboards he's been working on. All right, so you want to set it up?
The performance that Rob puts in his panels often gets translated into the animation because, you know, Rob is one of our... You have to be an actor, a cinematographer, and somewhat of a director and writer when you're a storyboard artist. And it's Rob. People like Rob are fundamental in how we make the movie and how we put it together.
Now that he said all that stuff.
No, that's like the best eulogy I'll ever hear in my life.
All right, well, that gives you the background, so why don't we get started, Rob?
Sounds good. So here we go. This is Vitaly's flashback, and this is where Stefan was explaining some of the backstory for this main character here. Thump. And flames. His friends are in complete horror. One of the dogs grabs a fire extinguisher and rushes out to center stage. And we hear Stefano voiceover, and he lost everything. His wife, she ran off with a musician. He lost his dignity, his fame, and his passion, and fur. And reveal he's standing there alone. Stefano tries to console, but he turns around, growls, and scares his friends away. And come back to the disheveled Vitaly as we crosses us back to it now as he finishes dialogue. And only his passion now is his borscht. Whoa, says Alex. And that ends that bit.
So what we'll do once we have storyboards that are looking good is we'll send these illustrations down to the editorial department, and they'll start cutting them together like kind of like a little moving comic book, which we call, you know, our storyboards. And then from there we start to add sounds and get a feel for the rhythm of the scene, and can construct the scene in a very quick, efficient way using Rob's excellent drawings that gives us a great deal of information about how the scene can play out before we ever go into production, sometimes before we ever even record the actors' voices.
So now we're in editorial, where I bring Nick fresh cut flowers every day, keep his spirits up, and we're working on a scene called Stowaways, where the circus animals meet the zoo animals for the first time. And we've been talking about how we put the actors' voices to the drawings, but now Nick has been cutting in what we call layout into the scene. So what are we looking at, Nick?
Okay, we're looking at the scene when the Zoosters first get on board the train and meet up with the circus guys. Tom, if you want to have a look at this.
Yeah, it's very high. A really high rock. Then I roar like a serious roar. And then I jump off the rock. And then what?
Then into a pool.
That's good.
Water full of cobra.
So if we could get one more and then in there, Nick. If you can find one more. The more Stefano keeps pushing his and thens would be great.
Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, we got a few. That's a nice one. And then let's run that.
And then I roar but like a serious like roar. And then I jump off the rock.
And then
what?
Into a pool full of water.
What do you think?
Good. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that kinda
Let's
really
go with
helps,
it. Let's
doesn't
do it.
Good idea.
One of the insane perks here at DreamWorks, which we all really like, is the free lunch. It's free every day. They change it up every single day. They got a panini stand, they got a salad bar, they got desserts. Everyone's really happy with it. They got ice cream. And whenever anyone from off campus comes in, I usually charge them on the side. But other than that, everyone gets it for free.
So a lot of times, you know, we have some fun when we're making these movies, even though we work pretty hard. Well, today we've got something I think even a little bit more fun. In our movie, we have a banana Gatling gun. And the effects guys want to get a handle on what does it look like when you really fire a banana from a gun and impact a target at high speed. So we're going to find out. Let's have a look. All right, well, this is Scott Peterson, head of effects on Madagascar 3. And you've got your crew here with you.
Yeah, that's right, the effects team in the back here.
Fantastic, and we're going to see what it looks like when you shoot a banana out of this, I guess.
Yeah.
So tell us what's going on.
This is the banana cannon, and basically, if you don't mind, could you hold that for me? And I'm going to load this thing up. So we're going to shoot some reference.
Oh, see, he's peeling it the chimp way.
Thanks to you, I think I
That's how monkeys peel their banana, not from the stem.
Okay.
I'm going to try to stay banana free, if possible.
Holding that for me, I'll pump this thing up. Usually about 60 PSI is good. Okay.
All right, well, I'm going to step back. You want to give a countdown or something?
Yeah, give me a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh! That's very good, 100 points. Most of the pieces just kind of flew off into the ether.
Yeah, this is helpful actually because, you know, is a banana solid or a liquid? I guess it's kind of both. You get kind of splat factor, little pieces hitting everywhere, a little bit on the building.
So now you guys are going to do more of this stuff and like videotape it and photograph it and that kind of thing?
Yeah, so well, we can shoot this at high speed and we can kind of look and see in detail, you know, where's the banana going, and then we use that to inform, you know, the simulations we run to replicate basically what the banana is doing when it hits something.
Very nice. Now we're going to a live action shoot where before we take some sequences into layout, we just grab a video camera, bring in a few guys, and do a down and dirty shoot. And how does this apply to what you do?
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about what we're doing is that we're able to take the camera in a really fast way and iterate through a bunch of different ideas that Eric might have for how the blocking in a sequence would work in a way that's a lot faster than a storyboard artist with a pencil or a layout artist on the computer. And so the real power of this is just being able to like see how the lines work and how the timing of everything works, and really gonna get some like really more dynamic and kind of natural blocking around with the characters.
And none of us are live action professionals, so it is very rough, and we're not trying to act it out well or have the perfect shot of the perfect lighting. But as crude as it is, it sometimes gives us the breakthrough we need that really defines the scene cinematically. Let's go.
Yeah, definitely.
Shot 2, take 1.
Start with that cliches line.
Cliches. Come on, man. Stop being that guy. Be the other guy.
What other guy?
Carlos, you got to grab stuff. You're going for it. Yeah. You're trying to stop him from packing. Every time you get something from you, here. Hold this. Try it. Say the. Come on, Vitaly, stop being that guy. Be the other guy.
What other guy?
The guy who jumped through hoops. The guy who never gave up. The guy who. Give me that. So I'm here with Rex Grignon. He's head of animation, Madagascar 3, and animation is when we really bring these characters to life. And that's actually what animation means, is to breathe life into something. And so our guys that do this work, they're really actors themselves. So what are we doing? What's the animation?
Well, we're going around to desks now. That's where the directors come around and meet with the animators at their workstation and look at the shots, and we can have sort of a one-on-one discussion about how shots are progressing. So should we go see a couple animators?
Let's do it.
We got a blocking pass for 5063, the foam finger tickle fight.
I think overall the stuff you have going is really good. I think once you get more into it, to really feel the playfulness, how they, like finding their target, and twisting in to get that finger past Alex's arms will be good.
You could be like, rah,
yeah,
getting in there sooner.
Get him in there, and even like little double pokes and stuff.
Yeah.
Looking for those exposed areas.
Yeah, nice start. Keep going, man.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, today we're going to be recording some what we call scratch dialogue.
A quick and easy way of testing out whether a scene's working is to record some scratch dialogue and then kind of build the scene in editorial, and just as a rough storyboard, rough sketch of an idea to see if it's kind of working.
But we're going to record some Skipper. Normally we'll just record like maybe Ben's line or Chris Rock's line to get a sense of it before we record them. But in this case today, I'm going to be recording Skipper because I normally do the voice for the movie. So today I'm going to be working on a scene where the zoo animals, Alex and Marty and his friends, have been discovered as not being true circus animals. And the penguins try to cover their tracks by still pretending they're with the circus. But today Nick is going to direct me. And so whenever Nick is ready, we're going to roll. I can't believe you lied to all us circus folk. I can't believe you lied to all us circus folk.
Perfect.
So I'm here to record Martin Short. He's coming in to pick up a few extra lines. Martin Short is a dream for me to work with because I grew up watching him on SNL, doing HBO comedy specials, which I memorized, and for him to actually come in and me to be able to work with him is definitely a dream.
All right, so in this scene, the zoo animals have just jumped onto this circus train. Now, Vitaly really doesn't want them on here, but Stefano is the one who has talked everyone into letting them on board.
Right.
So he's a little nervous about this. And right here, he's trying to kind of bridge the gap between the zoo animals and the circus animals. He's trying to be the peacemaker here.
Right.
And then down here, it's like, I can't believe it. They're circus
we go
too.
to a land.
Yes, and he's
In the
telling him,
big time, a promoter will see us, and then we send us to New York. Okay, strike up the band. Ah! Okay, strike up the band.
That's nice. The apprehension in there is nice. Try some more of that.
Okay, you strike up the band and let's hear what's in the band. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm taking it back. Flyers remorse.
Okay, good. We got it. We got that one.
Thank you. Well, it's been a really busy day, but a great day, and not that atypical of what it's normally like. I mean, there's all kinds of things going on. I've got this dream job where I get to work with so many different and talented artists in all kinds of fields. What more could I ask for? I hope you guys had a good time, got a sense of what it's like to be putting one of these films together. See you in the theater.
I remember Jeffrey Katzenberg called and said, hey, we've got this movie we're doing about this bunch of New York zoo animals, and we'd like to show you some of the pictures, and then came in and started working on it, and I think 3.5 years later was the first one.
We're all here together, safe and sound.
Yeah, here we are. Where exactly is here?
First one was really, I felt like for the 2 or 3 years that we were doing it, I felt really in the dark because I didn't I had no idea if they were even ever going to release it, or if it was a real thing, or...
There's going to be some tape where I'm, you know, saying something horrible and I get blackmailed by it.
Right.
Because they just have me saying these words and then they put it in a sequence.
And then you start to learn the process and you see how it builds, and it's really important. The directors are really important because they really are giving you a sense of what they see and what they're working on, which you don't get to see. So they can give you the sense of the energy you have to have in the scene and what's going on, and that really kind of makes all the difference because it's the context of what you're doing.
So basically, they've defeated the villain, they've all swung up onto this big balloon, and they're floating away to safety, and everyone's like cheering, we did it, all right.
You did it, baby! Yes! We did it! Fur power, let's go!
A lot of the time you're on your own.
Yeah.
And sort of...
It's lonely.
Just laying it down. Yeah.
You and 12 people.
Yes.
The big action sequences are to do, you know, they say, okay, now you're swinging on a vine and then your neck gets caught, you're imagining all this and taking a shot at it, but you have no idea if any of it's going to be usable.
I did not scream like a little girl.
What is that in reference to? And then when you see what they've animated, then you get to do everything again, and that's what I like too, is like doing it to picture. You get to watch what the rough kind of animation is and then try everything and hopefully improve upon what you did. So.
Yeah. I have fun in there. I mean, by the way, I always try to make the crew laugh in anything I'm doing.
Polka dot, afro!
But it's a weird thing in the recording booth, like you can't hear any of the laughter, so you kind of have to, you know, you're at the mic and then you kind of...
No, I'm sensitive, I can hear the laughter.
If you could see someone, you know, through the glass go, then you know, oh, okay, oh, finally. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, crew laughs are much better. Like, what's your name? Yeah, Vorte. He's worth 12 executives, because he's like a real guy. It's like, you know, it's got a decent place, but it's not over the top or anything, you know. So I seek those laughs. Yeah.
He hasn't laughed once.
I know.
So, you want to run away with the circus?
Live a life of adventure?
Full of romance?
And danger.
Really, 11?
What do you say?
I think by this movie, the third one, you have so much more of a sense of how it's going to finally end up. And the third one, I think, has been, for me, that was the best experience because I think we all sort of now knew what we were supposed to do, and also we're getting the most out of the characters and the situations because everybody knows them so well now.
Now we know what we're doing.
Yes.
We're comfortable.
Yeah.
The band's in a groove.
It is. The band
I
is in
think
a groove.
so.
This deleted scene called Melman Picks a Circus Act was taken out of the film because, you know, in the beginning we had this story where Melman and Gloria get into a big fight and it just started to become a real downer and it just got way too long. And we wanted to stay in Melman's point of view as far as being, you know, scared and self-conscious about dancing. So we just went over this scene where they got into an argument with each other and went straight to Melman climbing up onto the tightrope. So here's that scene.
Gloria? Instead of dancing, I was thinking, ta-da!
Bowling?
No, juggling.
What's wrong with dancing?
Look, watch. Juggling is fun. Oh, okay. All right, here we go.
Wait, you know, juggling is kind of
Boring. So you're saying I'm boring?
I didn't say boring. Julian said
boring. Okay. Forget about juggling. Oh, here.
Sweeping?
Sword swallowing, huh? Watch.
Melman! Come on now, you'd rather swallow a broom than dance. You feel it? You feeling vibration? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I know. Tightrope.
What about your acrophobia?
Oh, so what? You don't think I can do the tightrope? Is that it?
I just thought we could dance together. It would be exciting.
You know, just forget it.
Melman!
I'm gonna do my own thing. Dancing. This all you're doing is moving and not getting anywhere. You're just moving. I mean, the music totally throws off my timing. Boring. You want excitement? Haha! Check it out. Who's on a tightrope? Huh? Who's on a? I'm on a tightrope!
Melman! Oh my gosh! Baby, hold on! I'm coming
whoa, 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 whoa!
Baby, I'm coming. Stay right there.
Ah!
Melman, oh my gosh. Baby, hold on. Just calm down, Melman.
I'm gonna fall.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna fall.
Baby, no, you're not. You're not gonna fall.
I'm gonna fall and break all of my neck, Gloria.
I promise you. Just look at me. Look at me, okay? All eyes on me.
Okay.
Come to me.
I can't.
It's just like dancing, Melman. 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
I can't dance, okay? Okay? There, I said it.
Maybe because you've never tried.
No, I have tried. I practiced in private because you dance so well, and so I tried, but I can't. Now you know.
You practiced? For me?
Yes, but it's no use. I never know what to do with my arms.
Hold it, okay? That part is so easy, Melman, okay? Because all you have to do is put them around your partner. See? 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
I'm dancing.
2 steps
I'm
forward,
dancing.
1
I'm
step
dancing
back.
on a tightrope.
You're great.
Woo-hoo! I'm dancing.
So this next scene is called Next Performance in New York City. You know, we took it out of the film because basically it's just expositional. The audience already knows where the animals are going, and we already know that Dubois and her men are hot on their trail. And so we're just waiting for Dubois to kind of catch up with what everybody already knows. It's a great little character moment for Dubois, and that was one of the tough things about getting rid of it. But we really just didn't need it, so we chucked it.
I'm afraid we have missed them.
Gerard. Next performance, New York City? No. Our lost little kitty just wants to go home.
But madame, if they get back to the zoo, the big game will be over.
Not if we play by the rules of murder.
Which means, madame?
We get there first. Get up, Gerard.
This is a deleted scene called Lion Meat Venom, and we love this scene because it actually helped justify how she was upping her game. Dubois was making the deadly dart, and she used the most deadly snake to do it. And so we had this fun scene where she was beating up a snake to get the venom to make the deadly dart. And as much as fun as it was, we decided, well, a skull and crossbones on a dart would do the same thing.
Why? Venom from the desert. The perfect tranquilizer, really, because when you feel it sting, you are not so much tranquilized as you are, well, dead. Venom, meet lion. Lion, meet venom. It's nice to meet you, lion. Oh, it's nice to meet you too, Venom. Is it nice, lion? Maybe you're not so nice when I go into your blast stream and I kill you. Oh, I'm so sad now because I will die. Just die already. Okay, I'm dead. This will be quite a teary return, lion. Welcome home.